with the Taurus Show. If you are new, welcome to our Love Nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you are returning, welcome back, you guys. So, let me go ahead and tell you guys before we get started, happy Venusian Day. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. When you make it to this live, I'm going to jump right into the reading and get it popping, okay? If you ever want to book a personal reading, all that information is in my description box. If you feel guided to it, you can text me or directly book online at talktequila.com. So let me pull up the chat right quick. And while I'm pulling up the chat, let me just give y'all the rundown. If you've never seen the Taurus show before, how I do it is, excuse me, I tap into the current energy for Taurus. I see what's manifesting in love, career, abundance, finances, and all that great jazz. I also get a spirit message, whatever spiritual guided message come through for your ancestors, angels, or spirit guides. Lastly, I look into what is currently going on with your divine counterpart, your person on your mind, however it shows up. All right. I do not force the energy or try to control it. I just let whatever comes out, comes out. So thank y'all for y'all patience. I don't know why my computer's running slow. Okay. Hey, Candace. Hey, Chanel. Happy Venusian Day. Happy Friday. Hi, Healing Hearts. How y'all doing? I want to see something. Boo boo boo. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you said, what if you don't have a person? Well, what was I going to say? Well, if you don't have a person, it may not resonate with you. But again, there's no timing of it. So you never know if it's happening already, if it's past energy, if it's present energy, or if it's future energy. But, you know, everyone has a person, whether it's a soulmate, all right, whether it's a business soulmate, a romantic soulmate, a life partner. Absolutely. It just depends on what you believe in. Do you believe there's someone out there for you, or are you supposed to spend the rest of your life alone? If that's what you want. So, you miss your dog? Oh, you say yours is your dog. Hey, Susan. Yeah, someone that pisses you off daily. There's always something. There's always that one person that will always have your heart. You'll never see it coming 'cause you're blinded from the start. Know that you're the one for me. Clear for everyone to see. Oh, baby. Is that Usher, y'all? You will always be. Hi, Lavina. Hi, Latoria. Hey, hey. La vida. Living la vida loca. Dum, 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 dum. So yeah, y'all know I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant, so I'll clairsentient. So I'll be hearing a lot of songs lately. Lately, have I told you I love you? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Tell me what you want. So somebody has been having Tyrese on their mind. Okay, so let's tap into the collective energy. But before we do that, we have a very large collective Taurian energy. So let me narrow it down for us, okay? The Taurians that this current energy is for, either you're married, you've been married before, you have a very religious background, either you grew up very religious or your parents were. It seems like a very formal, excuse me, type of background. Hierophant and energy to me is just very conventional values, traditional. So if you're that type of Taurian that has those types of beliefs, social groups, or you are surrounded by those type of social groups, or you were born from those type of social groups, I'm picking up this has something to do with your family background, your home environment, how you grew up, your conditioning. There is a shift that is occurring, and this is the final hour of that shift. So it's like a winding down, closing out of Mercury retrograde. There's also Jupiter in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can do your own research. I'm currently doing research on it. And this particular shift that's occurring has been happening for some time, but it feels like your, what is that called? Your higher self. So your 5D version of yourself has been giving you downloads, anchoring stuff. I did a reading or I channeled a message about this as well. Receiving light codes, having something anchored into your subconscious mind, laying dormant until the right time for it to blossom. And I believe in that reading, I was talking about like underground. It's like growing, it's like a seed that's been planted inside of your mind. So I said, Taurus, you're pregnant with an idea, you're pregnant with some type of light language, there's some type of gift that's going to come from this, there's some type of budding that's starting to happen. So I feel like whatever's been planted inside of you in your subconscious mind, which is also the spiritual realm, all right? When I think of the subconscious mind, I also think of the 5D realm. It hasn't manifested into your physical reality like in this picture that you see on my desk. These are the trees, right? These are the leaves. But underneath that root is the underneath that trunk is the roots, and it's underground. So that reminds me of the subconscious mind. It's what connects us all back to source consciousness, your oversoul. So something to do with your oversoul. And I believe one of you asked that question in the comment section. Well, what if you don't have this, or what if you don't have that? Everything that you are destined to experience is already within you. All the answers are already within you. The confirmation is what you're receiving at the 3D, from like watching readings and coming to the Taurus show or whatever you do. That's the physical realm, but we're tapping into the 5D realm. So a lot of it may not have happened yet, but it's still access to that Akashic record. It's still access to those points of entries, markers on your timeline. And there's something about a major marker is occurring right now. Over the next year, something is going to be developing like a trunk, right? You're going to get that, the bark, you're going to get the actual breaking ground, breakthrough type of energy, and it's about to start reaping. You're going to be able to have a season of harvest from whatever was anchored inside of you, from those prior messages that spirit has been making me put out. So when you do find this message, or when you do find those messages, it may be a year from now. A lot of you are watching readings that I did in 2022 and is resonating for you today. So that's confirmation for you that you may not have saw it in 2022, and you weren't meant to see it in 2022. Now, what if I, as the channel or the medium, was fixated on no one watching those videos. The reason why they weren't watched is because it wasn't time yet. So it's something about something that wasn't time yet is about to be time. This could have been anchored in you in the past, right? But it's like an infinite circle, or everything's coming full circle, because there's nothing new under the sun, and you're never late. You're always on time. Even if you feel like time is linear, it's not. It's circular. It's a radius. It radiates from within. So what spirit is telling me, that a lot of the messages that I'm receiving now is going to be confirmation for many of you once you are in your reaping season. It won't really make sense. You may have heard it once and you're going to have like an aha moment, like, oh, I remember hearing that. So even if you hear something soon, you were meant to hear it soon because you needed to have that physical 3D confirmation placed, like seeing with your physical two eyes. So imagine this. Let me give you an example. Spirit, give me an example. All right, bet. Let's say, for example, someone places some keys in a drawer, but they forget where they put it. You happen to be walking across the street or walking down the hall, and you have a quick physical glance of your brother or your sister putting their keys in the drawer. You don't even think twice about it. You just have a quick glance, but for whatever reason, that's like a snapshot, or you're going to be able to retrieve that because that moment was like a snapshot. So let's say the next day your brother or your sister is like, "Damn, I can't find my keys. I don't know where I put it." Right? You were just passing by. You saw it for a brief moment, but it created a snapshot in your mind. So when that person says to you, "I can't find my keys," they may not even be talking to you. You're going to retrieve that memory from that snapshot. And it may be, like I said, 24 hours, a year down the line, but you're going to be like, "Oh, I remember I saw you put your keys in a drawer." And they be like, "No, you didn't. You weren't there. You happened to be walking by and you stumbled across something that may not be of relevance today, but when it's needed, you'll have the information to respond." You know what I'm saying? The same way, this is how it's going to show up in your life in the 3D form. There's something that spirit has told you before. You took a snapshot of it. And when this moment happens, you're going to have a moment, a aha moment where you're like, "Oh shit, I was told this was going to happen." That is your confirmation, that the shift, or something about the shift being complete. Okay? So, let's get the current energy for you, Taurus. A lot of your subconscious beliefs are changing and you don't even know it yet because of something that's budding currently within you. And I feel like what this is, it has something to do with conformity. There's something about the conformity of the old paradigm, like you not being able to be put under any type of spell, you not being able to conform anymore. It's like, I just can't do it. And it's going to feel unexplainable. It's going to feel like, I don't know why I can't just, I'm not getting jiggy with it, you know? I just don't resonate no more. You don't resonate anymore because you no longer want to conform. But I feel like this previous paradigm that was currently there, these values that were once there are being washed away, and a way to keep you conforming was by utilizing the family members, the romantic bonds, the karmic bonds, your loved ones as sources to help those, using those bonds that you've had since you were a child as tools or pawns to make you conform collective. And spirits using the word conformity and the collective. So it's like CC. So you were in on this conversation at some point. You may not remember, but there was a conversation that you witnessed. This could have been a 5D conversation, a 3D conversation, but Spirit is saying you witnessed because they CC'd you in it. Like, hey, look, Taurus, that person over there is going to try to trick you, or that person over there is going to try to get you to commit back to a past situation. And you probably was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going back to nothing from my past. Whoop, doo, whoop, doo, whoop, doo, whoop. All that conversation that you were having, Spirit CC'd you in the intentions of a previous paradigm, because it's not just about the person, Taurus. And that's what Spirit is keeps pressing to me, is it's about who you listen to, where you get your resources from, right? So if you're absorbing knowledge or you're exchanging knowledge with another person through mere conversation, they plant seeds within you subconsciously, subliminally, subliminal messaging. That's the realm in which, that's where the spiritual war has been. And the spiritual war has, the underlying message about the spiritual war is trying to enforce the collective, enforce conformity over the collective. But they've run out of time. They had a period of time where they were allowed to manipulate you. You tried to manipulate me. They tried to manipulate you by using your families, the people closest to you, utilizing your background, your culture, where you come from. And they went hard and they put out that chaos energy. Okay. And Spirit said, I'm gonna CC you in the in you I'm gonna CC you in this email, this spiritual email. I'm letting y'all know, collective. I'm letting you know, Taurus, heads up. They're about to send a lot of chaos energy your way, and you're going to feel conflicted, and it's going to be emotionally upheaval. But just know that it won't be successful. But they let them have their last attempt, and they failed. So now there's some unavoidable changes that are going to happen. See, it was always meant to fail. This change was always meant to happen. This perspective shift, this paradigm shift, it was always meant to happen. Whether you wanted to do it or not. Journey. Journey is how you live it. You learn it. We have 6 here. For some of you, they had by your birthday, something was going to be forever changed. All right, round and round we go. Round and round we go. So you were on a very long cycle treadmill. You were running loops and hoops, going through all these different loops and hoops, and feeling like you ended up right back at the same spot. And that's because you were. That was the maze, okay, that you were under. But you find a way out. You see some type of gray area. You get out of something. Something is revealed to you. For some of you, you may have been trying to avoid this by not going out, not hanging around certain people, making sure you're alone. But Spirit still tricked you. Something about someone, you still got tricked. I don't know how you got tricked. So for all of my Tauruses that try to control this energy by avoiding interaction with people and isolating yourself and just being an introvert, There was a moment something happened where someone was able to offer you something, and you went to that family dinner, you went to that birthday party. Um, I don't know, maybe you went to Thanksgiving, or you just went out for your birthday. And when you did that, you saw something that you'll never forget. There's something about, if it hasn't happened yet, it's about to happen. You're going to see, hear, or feel something that you can never forget. And it's going to put you on, it's going to give you the right perspective that finally gets you to embark on this new journey, or sever all ties completely. Some of y'all are about to literally see an actual entity, like with your two eyes, for the first time. So your clairvoyance, you may be able to sense it, feel it, know that it's around you, but many of you will or already have. Some of you have already experienced this. Some of you are about to experience this. And others of you, you will experience this. All three positions. It's like you're sitting there, you're talking to a family member, someone you either could have been married to, was with long-standing relationship, any type of bond that has something to do with, we knew each other since we was kids, or we was best friends, or anything like that. You can actually see the oppression on them, or you can see the entity attached to them, and it's like that. Y'all ever saw that movie? I'm seeing that movie where when he put the sunglasses on, he sees the real form of who they really are, like the alien of them. And then when he takes the sunglasses off, they look like normal people. So yeah, y'all have had this experience before. Some of y'all had this experience in 2020, where y'all were, the rose colored glasses was snatched off. Some of you are embarking on this journey and you're new to this, and you will begin to be able to see the true nature or the true entity attached to people. And others of you, you know, it's going to happen, um, in the near future. But what makes us all interconnected is that we all are going through the same thing, just at different points on the timeline. So when there's a Taurus, right, in the collective, that is on the third phase of where you may currently be, you don't have to doubt if it's going to happen, because there's a Taurus experiencing that lifetime already. The fact that that Taurus is having that experience of what you dreamt of is confirmation for you that you're on the right path. It's confirmation for you that your moment on that timeline will manifest. So the spirit of doubt is being eradicated. It's being wiped out, cleared out. Spirit has been trying to get you to remove your attachment to time. Spirit has been trying to get you to release your, when they say release your need to control the situation or to know, it's not so much as what you're asking, it's how you're asking it. You know what I'm saying? You're not asking the right questions to unlock your own, to unlock yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. You set the key, you created the lock. How do you unlock yourself? If you can't see that there's a lock, they made a whole show called Lock and Key, where the person uses the key to go into their own memory. You can't access your Akashic because you can't perceive that there is even a what is that? A keyhole. You can't even perceive that it's an actual realm. The presence of impatience is the confirmation of your control. The presence of impatience is the confirmation of your need to be in control. So whether or not you're saying it out loud, of when, where, the energy, the emotion that's invoked out of you of impatience is the validation of the need to control. When you feel impatient, the first thing that the universe understand is feeling, emotion. So you could be as quiet and say I'm for whatever you want, spirit or whatever. You're talking to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. And yourself is saying that on the physical 3D realm, you're saying you're patient, you're waiting, but your subconscious mind is spinning a whole nother narrative. Which is interesting. I don't know why that's important, but you need to know it's important right now for one particular reason: new supportive connections. There are people that are destined to enter your life, but they haven't been able to enter your life because of this spinning wheel that's still existing in your subconscious mind. There's still some type of bond that you share with someone. Not just someone, they said many people. There's some type of bond that you share through background that prevents you from being able to access this part of your brain or access this part of your Akashic. So the only way to reveal it to you is to make it show up in your physical reality. Because again, you're requiring confirmation on your physical reality, because truthfully, you can't believe what you don't see. But even if spirit keeps giving you messages of its manifestation, because it don't happen right away, you feel like it's not gonna happen, or you feel like it's going to take forever, which is another byproduct of impatience. So this person, this energy, these new supportive connections can't come through. You have to break up with some type of subconscious program. It's a program, and it's keeping you stuck on a loop. Familiar spirits, soul kindreds. That's my friend. I believe in them. If they could just change the way they thought or do better, I believe everyone. I believe in the world. The world will change. And it's not coming from a negative perspective, but you were conditioned to stick it out. You were conditioned to treat others how you want to be treated. You were conditioned to sacrifice yourself and just wait it out. Wait till your time and do nothing. It's like waiting for a savior, waiting for God to come, waiting for a revelation, waiting for the world to change. So you're still operating in this doctrine that hasn't served you thus far. And it's even harder and harder and harder to come into contact with people that share that same belief system as you. The numbers are dwindling. That share that same concept, that same one God, one mind, one love, one action. Monotheism. But it's a trick. There's some type of trick here. I'm hearing a lot of different spells, okay? And the spells are going to sound like laws, restrictions, which is conformity. And the byproduct is the only thing that keeps you repeating that same subconscious program is fear. Fear of making the wrong decision, fear of trusting the wrong authority figures and anyone else, fear of trusting yourself. There's also this energy of not being able to trust yourself, what you're capable of. So you use these laws as a way to govern yourself because you don't want to be offensive or you don't want to say things to get you in trouble. It's like sitting on your hands. You ever try sitting on your hands? It's uncomfortable. Damn. It's like your entire body could be screaming, going crazy on the inside. But on the physical, your body just sitting still and behaving. So it's like your body is absorbing a lot of memory from many lifetimes, even ancestrally. Do you know how difficult it is to be literally screaming in frustration in your own mind and in your own body and your own flesh, but still sit in that chair or still stay still? That takes a lot of willpower to resist. It takes a lot of willpower to resist energy that's trying to get you up, not sit you down. But something keeps you sitting there. Something keeps you complacent. Something keeps you waiting. When you look at this person's face, he just looks so miserable. Like, just sighing. You know? It gets uncomfortable to look at your environment, your circumstances. And then they just tell you to be grateful, right? Be grateful of your environment. These are the type of people that you're being removed away from that tell you to literally be grateful for the conditions that you're in, that will tell you to conform to the conditions that you're in, whether that be mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual. Oh, it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, even in a period where your hands are tired and you can't do nothing except what you feel is wait, you're still not waiting because there is a plethora of things to be done. And it's not in the form of work, but it's in the form of shadow work. That's what I feel like here with mirror energy. This is shadow work. But the type of shadow work that spirit is showing me, it's not the kind where they break you down and pull some type of German Holocaust, you know, behave rewire you and control you and turn you into a robot. No, I'm talking about the shadow work where you look within to remember who you are. Because this is your authentic self trying to show you who you are. Your authentic self is saying, time to reflect. Remember who you are. It's like Lion King. Even Rafiki had to hit Simba over the head. So many of you on your journey, you have had to experience major life events just to hit you over the head. So the demons that were assigned to you to oppress you, the demons that were sent to make you conform and make you afraid of what you're doing and why you're doing it and make you doubt and question yourself. Oh, the glass is about to come off. You about to actually see it for what it is. And when you see actual entities standing in your bedroom with your two eyes in real time, it will change your life. It will literally change your life. And some of y'all, it's about to happen. It's like you about to see the damn hag on you. You about to literally, this ain't just sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is one thing, but sleep paralysis on top of seeing it with your physical two eyes, everything you think you know about God, demons, the universe. And a lot of times they look just like you and me. It's crazy out here. And a lot of people saw this type of stuff with their two eyes, like literally all 2020. And I keep saying literally because I have to keep reiterating literally. I'm not talking metaphorically. You're going to be like, I got to move out this house. I got to go somewhere else. I can't sit here no more. I can't ignore this. I see some of y'all trying to get away from someone, trying to move away, but you keep being pulled back. Because every time you get pulled back to your past person, it's because you haven't learned something from them. You running. All right. Avatar taught us that running away from your problems never solved anything. They follow you. So Six of Swords is saying you do not get to pass go. You do not get to collect $200. You have to slay. You have to fight. And it's like every time you feel like you won against this person, every time you feel like you got out successfully, they just keep bringing it back because it's not really a person, it's an entity. You know what I'm saying? It's something that was placed inside your subconscious mind. Creating a bond here. And then just trying to ignore it and say like, yeah, I'm done with that part of my life. It's over with. It's not bothering me no more. I'm over that person. I'm not fighting for this situation. Forget all third parties, whatever it is. I don't care. News travels. I don't want any more third party situations. But I promise you this, if it was dressed up real nice in a pretty bow and delivered to your door in brand new body, different name, first last name, they look totally different from your past person, but it's a familiar energy. It's familiar. So I need to see what is actually in your subconscious mind that is keeping you stuck. That's what they want me to do. And I just need one card, Spirit. If you can show me. I think I'm going to use this deck here. Spirit, what is in Taurus subconscious mind that keeps Taurus bonded to the past energy? What's in Taurus subconscious mind? Healer. Oh, yeah. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have sabotage. Sabotager in reverse. Okay. But we got healer. What's in your subconscious mind? Christ. I can heal you. Self-sacrificing, really. Shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. Okay, taking care of everybody else but yourself. Prioritizing everybody else but yourself. Because that's what God would do. Right? Light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So what's in your subconscious mind is this healer ability, this healer belief. It's a belief. I believe I can heal that person. I believe that everyone has the ability to heal. Everyone has it's just a conform. Like you conform to some type of belief system around, Jesus Christ was a healer, right? Christ was a healer. Christ died for our sins. So does that mean that you must die too for the rest of the world? See, the book is very powerful, and the book is true in a lot of ways, but they don't share parts of the story with you. They just give you the result, or they give you the cause and effect, but they don't really tell you how you got there, right? And this is where I feel like Christ consciousness, right? Source consciousness is really utilizing those of you in the collective that have that belief system, because it's through your life experience, you sharing how you became a healer is way more valuable than the fact that you're just a healer with notoriety, or everyone knows you to be on a certain level. Like right now, spirit, source consciousness, the divine, whatever you want to call it, is looking for those that are developing into the proper healers. So those of you that are embarking on the journey, you don't know shit about this. They don't want the people that are already sitting on their thrones and or sitting in the pulpit, or the spiritualists that are calling themselves gurus and just saying come this way. They want you. Those of you Taurians that have just embarked on this journey, or you've been on this journey and you're still trying to figure it out. That's the part of the book that hasn't been told. In the Bible, they only say Jesus was a carpenter, right? They don't share all the ins and outs in the Bible in a very detailed visual way about how he became the carpenter, how he became the Messiah, how he became the healer. Those are the aspects of the book that isn't being shared with the rest of the world. So, those of you that are have gone through those experiences of failing to care for yourself once upon a time, and now you are learning to love yourself first, you're so vital to the collective right now. Every story you tell, every documentary you create, every short you write, as painful it is to share those aspects of your pain and your experiences, it's what the collective needs, right? Because when you share the things that you went through, you leave behind points on your journey where those that can come after you will have a, a guide, right? They'll know they're not alone. Because everything you're going through, nothing new is under the sun. Nothing new under the sun, which means that you're going through the same exact shit that I'm going through, and the cat down the road is going through, and the dog up the street. They may not tell you that because conformity has taught people to be secretive, right? Don't tell nobody how dirty your house is. Don't tell nobody your relationship problems. Perfection, representation, right? So currently right now, your true authentic self is going to be how bad this, how tough this journey has been for you. And there's something within your subconscious mind that wants to come out. And you're going to heal people through you sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you've been asking, well, what should I talk about when I write my book, or what should I talk about when I record this video or this vlog, or I just sit and talk in front of the camera, whatever it is that you do, the part that's a confirmation for you, your spiritual team wants from you the truth about who you really are. Not the pretty side, not the glammed up side, but the side where you say, damn, I take advantage of those that need help. Damn. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all a quick question. When you see somebody, right? Let's say in your family, right? When you see somebody that doesn't think like you or don't share the same belief system as you, do you ever feel like you should tell them, you know what I'm saying? Or let me heal you, or let me share with you my spiritual practices that work for me, because you feel like you have acquired some type of, now you know Reiki, or now you have some type of spiritual ability. I can get rid of that for you. And it might be very well true. They might do need help. But it's like, how do you know when they need your help, though? Do you believe that if everybody doesn't wake up at the same time as you, that they're going to be left behind? They're going to miss out? I don't know. They're going to miss out on their opportunity. They're going to be left behind. Because I'm picking up this energy, right? Where it's like, come on, people. We need to build a new clubhouse. Like the world is coming to an end. And it's that part of the Bible where it's like the revelation, the end of the world, the apocalypse. Not everybody is meant to wake up the same time as you. If you wake up in 2020 and the next person wakes up in 2026, does that mean that the person that woke up to their own consciousness in 2026 is late because you came in 2020? No. So it's like Spirit is saying, why do you feel like you need to be that person that helps that person? Why do you feel like you need to be the person that takes that person with you, take that family member with you, take that lover with you? If they could just change, or if they could just heal, we would be able to be together. Why do you feel like that is your duty or your obligation? Which is it's another underlying message of conformity, because you were taught that something, now you're, so Spirit is pretty much like turning the mirror on us, like this is different, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the only way for you to avoid that need to heal another person, because it's showing up in so many ways, and I don't have all night to count the ways for every last single person. But I'm pretty sure I could tell you exactly, specifically, if we were to talk one on one. But in this dynamic, Spirit is saying that's control. Like, so many people are saying, victimizing themselves. I tried to help. Mm, just want to help. But it's like Spirit is saying, how can you help someone else and you can't help your kids? Think about it. How many pastor kids literally felt like their parents was of service to God and everyone else, and could help the entire world, but you couldn't help your own child, or you couldn't help your own situation because it's failing to care for yourself. You can't be there for nobody else if you don't put yourself first. It's self-sacrificing. You want to help your kids go to school, so you'll sacrifice yourself, fail to help yourself, and live through them, right? And then put it on God and say God wanted you to do it. It's like Spirit is saying, I didn't tell none of y'all to do none of that shit. That's your own accord. That's your conformity. That's the belief systems that were given to you. But I never asked you, any of y'all in this collective, all over the fucking world, to sacrifice yourselves, to fail to do your own, to tend to your own lot before you go and try to help the world. That was your own self-serving attribute. Sheesh. It's a way for you to emotionally detach from really coming down here to do what you came here to do. You came down here to this 3D dimension to heal your trauma, to heal the wounds from your prior ancestry. It's something about healing your ancestry line. You are a descendant of some of you know what I'm saying, whether you identify as a star seed, light worker, all of that is great. That's what Spirit is saying. But all this division, look at all this damn division in this card. Y'all all attacking each other. This light worker over there, that star seed over there, this high vibration, that low vibration, karmic, this, all these damn titles. It's like everybody beating each other up and then saying that they doing God's work. Oh my God. Return to sender. Return to sender. You returning everything to sender. In the same industry, beating each other's ass all over the world. That reader's attacking me. That psychic's hurting me. This person don't like me. It's just another version of every church hating each other. Pentecostal against Baptist, Baptist against Hebrew Israelites, against what's some other people? Christianity. It's all the same shit, is what Spirit's saying. It's just a more organized way to lie. A more organized way to pitch your fort. This stuff is crazy. Going nowhere fast, repeating the same mistakes of your forefathers because you don't want to feel the pain of the memories. It's something about avoiding the pain. Running away from these problems. You know, a lot of times, a lot of spiritual leaders, and this is very true, um, just being emotionally like not in the present moment is so damaging because when you're not in the present moment, Taurus, you're somewhere else, daydreaming, astral traveling. All right. It's so uncomfortable to be in the present moment. You know, Spirit saying y'all, we all drive and keep our mind busy so we don't have to really be in the car with our reality. We'll have podcasts playing, all types of stuff to escape. Every minute is an escape. because being here is too hard. Going through these experiences is too hard. So I feel better healing other people because it hurts to get too close to your pain. So a lot of this blockage comes from every time. It's the reason why it's so painful is because the reason why Mercury retrograde is so painful, the reason why all these energies are so painful is it's not wanting to have to look back at the pain and feel it, or not even look back or look within. It's like you do it, but you don't really do it. Spirit's saying you start taking on extra projects, helping extra people, keeping yourself busy until Mercury retrograde is over. Just doing anything to distract yourself. It's a coping mechanism. And feeling helpless. And eventually, helplessness turns into hopelessness, which then creates depression and anxiety. The only reason why you feel depressed and anxious is because you can't control your present reality. So you escape into the past, you escape into the future, and you damn sure want to stay out the past because the past is just not where you want to be. Damn. It's like, get me out of here. All right. And then the self destructive behaviors kick in. And those self destructive behaviors look like, could be binge eating, okay, addictions, overwatching, overdoing something. It's a time and a season for everything, but I feel like damn, you gotta complete something. Something's just not being completed. Your subconscious mind. All right, Taurus, what is this? It's moving too slow. It's taking too long. It's like if I could help somebody else get there faster, it's just I don't know how to explain it. And maybe and maybe I'm getting in my own way. Dun, 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 dun. The Knight of Pentacles is a workaholic type of energy. You know? And this horse is going backwards. And this is what causes it to go backwards. Looking for something new. Something new to fix, something new to heal, something new to help, something outside yourself. Anything outside yourself. Get this moving faster. The inspiration to heal yourself is not as strong as it is to find that person that you can love and pour all your love into and all your dedication. This is definitely like wanting to wanting consistency, stability, um, looking for something long term. But obsessively looking for it, and I feel like it's something about, it's like once I get this, then I'm going to be able to heal. Once I have this stable, long lasting, the person, I don't care if they're, you know, I don't care if they're not ready. I don't care if they need work. I'll heal them. I'll help them. I don't care if they're trying to figure out what's best for them. I'll stand in the midst of it all, and I'll spiritually nurse them back to health or build them up. They just need to come on. They just need to take action. They just need to do what they need to do. But it's operating from, mm, it's like control. Yeah, that's what it's operating. Control. If that person doesn't listen to me, if so, for those of y'all that have told your person, you know, what your purpose is, the spiritual connection, I know you my person or whatever, um, it's kind of like on this journey. It's like the manifestation. It's for the manifestation of something. And look at me, I'm already irritated because I'm stuck with y'all. I'm irritated because I'm my ass stuck here with y'all. So now, in order for me to tell you what I see, spirit turning the fucking camera on me. All right, so let me go ahead and dig through my closet. What is in this closet? Child, what is in this closet? What is Taurus hiding? Damn. Taurus, yes it is, Guala. Don't lie to me. Mm-mm-mm. Taurus, you are manipulating the spiritual realm. Yep, you're manipulating the spiritual realm and then hollering victim. Mm-hmm. And it has something to do with your person. It has something to do with love, okay? Third party energy. Desiring, desires here, okay? What you're willing to do to get something going is a form of manipulation. But how you're manipulating is, it's like you want this person to come on their own accord, but they're not really coming on their own accord They're not coming on their own accord. Um, this is like pretty much until you do right by me, because I'm a child of God. I'm Christ consciousness. The Holy Spirit has, you gotta come do right by me. That's what this is. You can make it all stop. It's literally trying to get something to conform, okay? I don't care if it's work, a relationship, trying to heal your finances, trying to heal your partnerships, or trying to heal whether you with somebody or not with someone. Um, you have a spiritual, the spiritual realm is very real. You have access to it, right? You can't blame it on the pastor, because each and every single one of us, all 150 or more, are aware of the spiritual realm, okay? The Knight of Pentacles energy is already slow energy. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is speeding up that energy. How you speed it up is by wielding your power. Now, what your power is changes per person. Some of you, your power is, I could find me someone better. Others of you, your power is, your ambitions of a rider. Whatever your power is that you're wielding, it has something to do with desires. And until this person does right by you, this person has to come to you now instead of going directly to their guides and going to their source. They have to come make it right with you first. Um, and though you're saying that you don't want to make it right with them, you don't care, the fact that there's resentment, right? The fact that there is something in your subconscious, that healer complex, right? It's in your subconscious. Once it's in your subconscious, it's going to keep manifesting into the physical 3D. Once it's in the spirit, it has to manifest into the physical. All right. When you met this person, Taurus, whoever these people are, you knew it was only strictly sexual. You knew they were dealing with other people. Some of y'all dealt with people that you absolutely knew they were way more focused on themselves and they were not trying to settle down with you. So it created third party energy, right? So you're the creators of this energy. The chaos, you are active participants in it. Trying to get people to conform, see your worth, choose you, move faster or not at all, creating stipulations around what you will or will not do if a person's not giving you what you want. That's control. That's wielding your power. That's putting something that somebody else wants in the crease of your armpits and then pressing down real hard and no one else can get it. And then calling them the narcissist. But many of our generations, we're actually, the procreations of narcissism, right? Damn. And they'll come eventually, but by that point, there's this energy as well of like, you could have had it all with me. You could have had it all. Yeah, you're out here. I mean, and it creates stuck energy. So spirit's trying to get y'all to transform these painful memories and cycles into healing. Like, get passionate about it. All right, get passionate about your healing. Because I'm seeing a lot of blame alert, a lot of victim mentality. Ability to transform pain into healing. And then it's going to create self-sabotage and energy that just keeps repeating itself over and over and over again. So if anyone has done anything to hurt you, anyone has what you feel, you know what I'm saying, situations that you're not ideal, that you may currently be in, that you don't like, the circumstances you may currently be experiencing that you don't want to be in, there is something about it's like you got to conquer this need here. It's like a preset need. If someone manipulates you, it takes one to know one. There is a moment in time where you knew that that person was not interested. There's a moment in time where you knew, but you thought you was going to be the one in a million, and you thought this person was going to be loyal to you, and then someone that you done built an alliance with bit your hand, and every dog bites. It's instinctual. It ain't personal. But if you can't see the role that you play in it, you ain't taking accountability. And that's not going to be for everybody, but for those where the only way a person can come towards you is if something inside you is attracting it. In the subconscious realm, your desire to go after something that is out of your reach, out of your grasp, but you see it and you want it and it's shiny and it's pretty or it looks good, and you know you can't maintain it, but you still want it, and you get it anyway, and then it whoops your ass. That is a direct correlation to feeling like you can be Mr. Fix It and Mrs. Fix It. God complex, healer complex, or whatever the fucking complex it is. We could be great together. There's nothing that your person can't do that you can't do. There's nothing that your family isn't capable of. If they got a God, you know what I'm saying? They're already taken care of. It's out of your jurisdiction. You don't need to heal nobody. You don't need to fix nobody. Really, you could just laugh at all this shit. That's how I look at it. Just laugh. That's how I feel. Like, just laugh at all of that. Like, this is hilarious. And if you look at it from that perspective, you can't say something would have never happened if another person would have done something this. If it happened, it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. I was meant to meet that person. You know what I'm saying? I tried it. Call a spade a spades. I tried it. I thought I could change a person. I thought, sometimes we do that. It feels so good to just be able to say, and I am, and I did. You know what I'm saying? It feels real good. I know damn well. I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm going to call myself out. I've done that shit a lot of times. hmm What? I see something I wanted. Oh, you could tell me I couldn't get it. And I learned real fast that the stove was hot. And what? And I would put on too. In high school, oh yeah, I would put on. See, I was the type in high school, I ain't say nothing much. But I could see very well the potential in somebody. The fact that you could see the potential in somebody, oh, understand that that is already the card here. If you can see the potential in someone, you're already casting out that energy of conformity. If I could get them to conform, you know, I can make something out of them and it will benefit me. That's the truth. Think about it. As a woman, when you see a male, let's just talk to women for a second. When you see a male that is raw potential, he got a strong body, his hands work good, he ain't lazy. This is something that was taught to us, right? You can see his spirit is strong. He got a good head on his shoulders. He's committed to his work ethic. Oh, we pay attention real well. We talk amongst our friends and we be like, mm-hmm. And I'm sure he got a nice long one too. hmm And then your friends start liking what you're talking about because they see the potential you could see in that person too. What happened? Why? Tell her come here. Tell her come here. So, hmm but you can't say that's not something that hasn't been happening for centuries. When your parents betroth you to someone else, do you really think they just gonna want you to be with somebody that ain't worth nothing? No, they're going to start looking at where stock they come from. What do they come from? A good family name? Do they have any ambition? Because you don't want to be with a poor person. These are the material things that have been conditioned, right? And then if you get with someone, maybe they're in school like you, and one day they're going to be, you know, they're going to graduate, they're going to get a good job. And so they groom women to be good wives, right? What do they groom them to do? Sit right here. Sit right here. And so they teach girls. They men think it's called submission. Okay. Here's the crazy part. Exactly. We always raised to vet our partners. Exactly. Thank you, Shanti. Men think that you not saying anything is a form of submission, right? True statement. You take care of stuff, they go out to work, you know they coming back home because they ain't got no fucking elsewhere to go. And if they not taking care of you and you ain't taking care of them, then they fall out of grace of God. God ain't pleased no more, right? Now cross over that same type of thought process into the spiritual realm. It's the same thing. But instead of calling it parents, we call it karmics and third parties. I have to talk to you, so hold on. And it's still a form of attainment. And then they teach the boys that, they teach the guys that that's having a submissive spouse. And the mothers teach the woman that that the men think that you're submissive, but you hold all the power and you control that person. This is what's been taught, and it's still there. And that's what this strength card is. That's what the codependency is. It's like in spirituality, I think they call it empath and narcissist paradigm. But that ain't nothing but man and woman, husband and wife. Dom and sub. That's all that is. It just changes names and titles in different factions. Everybody wants the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that's a long term connection. That's a comfort zone, right? That's a loyal person to you. They always gonna come home. Steady. It's like dependable, reliable. Look at it. Look in this picture. And then the woman, she's raised to be proud that she helped him helped accomplish all this cropping. She helped him reap all this good karma. But never doing it for herself. This is what's taught traditionally. So naturally, when the male traditionally when the male would go out looking for their pentacle or their trophy, they're looking for someone that comes from good stock, not someone that's damaged. And here's the crazy part: everybody on earth is damaged goods. Everybody on planet earth is damaged goods. Congratulations. Everybody got the same subconscious problem. Just different names, nothing new under the sun, calling it something different. And then the female, right, be trying to make themselves appear more valuable by trying to showcase their spiritual ability to help this person manifest success in their life, like selling candy to a fucking baby. And then he be trying to make sure she could be submissive so he don't feel like that person controlling him. And it's the same thing. And she just want to make sure he don't ever sleep with another person but her. That's it. Do you literally know that based off of those traditions that we were taught on, that they raised women to literally to just care about who they're sleeping with and who they're not? If they're getting the money or the assets, or if they're not. That is, I mean, really, the physical, emotional thing is control. But there's so much more liberation. I feel like more power than it is liberation. Liberation over this subconscious program of this will that what spirit has been trying to get us to reflect on as a collective is healing that subconscious paradigm that's existing in our subconscious minds, and going within and and uncovering and unveiling how it has shown up in so many areas of our lives, and how it's been passed down in so many areas of our lives, and how we're not doing anything much different that was done before us. And until we're able to see that from all levels of consciousness, we're like stuck in between. We're like stuck in a glitch. Like we over here like fricker, fricker, fricker. You want to get to the 5D, but you stuck in fricker, fricker, fricker. In between third and five, what is that for? Wanting to, we can get there so much faster together if we just work together. And then before you know it, the man over there saying, I think we need extra hands because you can't handle all this. You can't. Did you know that back in the day, a man would take a wife so she could tend to the farm? Did y'all know that? The reason why he would take on a wife is so she could tend to all of the assets he had. You think she was sitting there looking pretty and making jam? No, she was in the field. And so the Knight of Pentacles, this person is in pursuit of someone capable of performing magic tricks. Now you selling power through the spiritual realm. Like, I know how to I know how to manifest. Manifestation now is a big word. On today. So spirit is saying, if I allow you, divine feminine, Taurians, to enable that same paradigm, you're going to continue attracting those masculine energies that want to utilize this sacred wisdom and knowledge through you, and not just you, but a multitude of you, to just harvest all of this high priestess energy. It's what they've been doing long before you. It's how they created the book. It's how they started this entire thing, creating this hierarchy. And we're still trying to get you to work on boundaries and teach you how to tame yourself, so you don't need a divine masculine helping to check you. You don't need nobody helping to check you. And then trying to raise up divine masculine to become divine in their own right. So they don't need you either. But it's like until they can unplug this prior subconscious program that's in the subconscious realm, if they until they can rewire it, it's still stuck on divine timing. Divine timing is a reflection of what hasn't been worked on. It has nothing to do with a number or a clock. It has everything to do with the subconscious programs currently existing. And the one that they want to talk about is this enabler, all right, this healer paradigm. This healer paradigm, this healer complex, this healer hierarchy, this self-sacrificial type stuff. This pull, this push and pull, this hot and cold, push and pull, enable, what they call it, empath narcissism paradigm. In the codependency paradigm, it's the enabler. I think it's the user and the enabler. Codependency, the moment you start hearing someone say, I did everything for that person, they didn't do this for me, and whoop de whoop de whoop, I helped them build their business, I was there for them, they cheated on me. That is what you call a traditional. At some point, this person ignored red flags. So not ignoring red flags and not tempting. This is definitely tempting energy. Dom and submissive. Like what's about to happen and what spirit wants you to know. Slow down. I just want to get to know you. Get to know these people that come into your life, even if they're well off, even if you feel like they're a great catch. Get to know them. Something about getting to know them is your next test. Right now, things are speeding up for you very fast. Okay? Some of y'all are getting reckless, y'all getting hot, y'all ready to hurry up. I'll take anybody at this point. If that person ain't ready, on to the next one. So for those of y'all masculine that's feeling that way, or feminine, it don't matter. The only thing is going to repeat itself. New person, same issue. And in the near future, this this person they finna send this person in. Who they finna send this person in into the thick of it, out into the thick of it. They finna send that person in that's finna test your strength, Taurus. And they gonna have a little bark. Arr, arr. They gonna have a bite. They gonna have. They gonna talk a lot of. For some of you, I don't feel like they gonna say much, but you gonna feel their presence. You're being tested in the near future. Y'all finna feel it up close and personal. This is long overdue. But this interaction couldn't happen until you're ready to withstand this. But this can either go two ways. If you abandon your spiritual practices, it won't last. If you abandon your obligation to your spiritual path, it won't last. The only thing that will equal out this whole situation is you both have to have your own spiritual connection to the creator. That has to be your third party. That has to be your head. Y'all got to have your head on straight. Because this a headless horseman out here. And you wanted, Spirit is saying at one point you would have took that person just as they are. I'm going to stick beside them. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, and sure enough, that person would have shown you something. Like I said, something is somebody's coming towards you, but they are still disturbed. Huh? You hungry? You didn't eat? Okay. We can go bye bye. Somebody's coming towards you. What I told you, the devil. You being tested. Yes. Now they want you to know spirit will set you free after a period of time. But if you do not pass the test, this thing here gonna try to trap you. Oh yeah. You wanna It's like leaving one problem and getting an even bigger problem. So y'all just be aware. Um mm-mm. And there's a statement here like wanting somebody or trying to attract somebody that is in a third party situation. The only thing that's really happening is, you ever heard that saying? Y'all help me out in the comments. What did they say? The same way you get them is the same way you lose them, male or female. So if you got this person through this spiritual attraction or this spiritual connection, and it interfered in any capacity with their decision to leave one person to come to you, or you manipulated the energy by making them feel the fear of losing you, is also attracting them. Just so you know, I'm going to repeat that again. Making them feel the fear, playing a role in them feeling like you left them no choice, to speed them up by going and trying to get up under another person. That's also calling them in. You are spiritually calling someone forth, and you're placing yourself as the first point of reference. Through me, you get healed. And Spirit's been trying to spare you because you have no idea. I'll rescue you. I'll save you. You don't deserve to be treated like that. That's the type of energy that's here. That person never loved you. I'll love you, right? That third party energy don't love you. I'm the one that loves you. You're going to get exactly what you're looking for. That's a little, So that person's problem becomes your problems, because instead of letting the divine take this person on their own spiritual journey, whatever they got on them that's supernatural, you'll be fighting it by yourself. And then they're gonna be mad at you as well, because they're gonna make, if you don't produce them. You ever saw the Pride? No, you ever saw that movie, the other Boyle and sister? That's what this is like, you know. the other boiling sister, whether you're a male or a female. You don't produce that heir, that inheritance that you promised. Playing with their emotions. You better stay on your P's and Q's. Because that person is big mad. Yeah, and then they're going to fall out of love with you. Okay? And get over you just as fast as they got with you. Emotionally, you would never have them. Spirit is saying when you take in this type of energy that haven't resolved their own healing work, when you open your body and you give your spirit, your mind, body, and spirit to somebody else, and they haven't healed, and you feel like you're healed enough for the both of y'all, this person's not going to be able to love you correctly. You're just going to make another karmic tie, another karmic person, and then you're going to need another karmic. You're going to need to look at that. Go from karmic to karmic. You're going to literally make, we all have the ability to learn these same lessons. It's not what we do, it's how we do it. And the intentions, the unseen intentions behind what it is we're doing. So the message gonna come up, this person don't love you no more, and then all of y'all gonna be held accountable. And what happens is you actually release that person from their karma, and then you place yourself in their position because you were impatient. That's what impatience gets you. That's the only thing impatience gonna get. Mm-hmm. Oh, they were suffering, so I just wanted to help them. They were going through a lot. I just wanted to compromise and do the right thing, and I let them live with me, and I did some things. Everyone deserves a fresh start, a fresh opportunity. And this is coming from all areas. Like I said, anyone that family bonds, romantic bonds, and you just gonna delay your own spiritual healing process. It really will go a lot faster. Y'all gonna grow apart and hate each other even worse than y'all did the first time. Yeah, ain't nothing good coming out of this. This is finna get worse before it get better. Look at that, the magician, the emperor in the reverse. It's gonna be even harder to emotionally detach from these energies. It's something about you have to let them grow up. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept the fact that you are not their healer. Even if you learn how to heal yourself, you are not these people's healer. And Spirit is saying, I did not send you in there to go and do none of that. You wanted to hurry up. That was loneliness. Why I say it like that? Loneliness. Oh, Lord. You were trying to figure out a way how to save yourself. More sleepless, huh? Okay, let me see it. Oh, man. I ain't gonna say all of that, Spirit. Fine. Yeah, a lot of this was mainly due to like cheaper to keep people type of energy. It's easier if we do it together than we work apart. It's a bribe. It's bribery. It's bartering. All this shit right here. We should build together, invest, put our stuff together. No, no, no. Mm-mm. So a lot of y'all are about to see something. A lot of us are. I don't know what it is. Shit. I already know I'm gonna be surprised in whatever form. I stay surprised. So, oh shit. It may not show up in this way, but it's gonna definitely show up in some form, shape, or fashion. It may not be a person, but a romantic person, but I damn sure know I personally have given family a lot of time, a lot of options, a lot of opportunities when I knew I wasn't supposed to. So that is definitely my truth. Shit. And then their issues become your issues. But Spirit's right. Spirit did not tell me to go in there and be a martyr. Spirit told me to say no. But I was like, I mean, I remember when I was homeless and I had nowhere to go. And then sure enough, what I do? I opened my damn door. Spirit told me, don't say shit. Oh my God. So it may not have happened for you yet, but it's coming. It's coming around the mountain when it comes. Spirit will listen. Y'all been heal. If you know you've been healing yourself to a certain point, and you be getting these stuck energies, it comes a lot from people. Connections, wanting to heal in the subconscious mind. If you healed yourself, yes, you can believe all day. I'm not telling you not to believe that people are capable of healing. Not everybody's going to heal with you. Not everybody's going to heal this lifetime. Some people are meant to stay asleep until the next lifetime. When you watch The Matrix, was everybody in The Matrix awake? No. Did they go in and try to extract everyone in The Matrix? No. So why do you feel you got to go out there and solicit your beliefs over people? I mean, that's understandable if you're a Jehovah Witness. Then you do your Jehovah Witness thing. But for those that are not under those belief systems, then and if you want new energy in alignment with your like minds, and you want to attract that naturally and organically without forcing it, this is one of the things you got to work on. Taking advantage of those who need help. How can it benefit me to help you? Whether they helping you with paying bills, or they helping you watch your kids, or they helping you, you know, take a load off, give you a break, or you helping everybody else and you failing to put yourself first. Failing to take care of your own body, your own mind, and your own spirit. So Spirit is saying, and we're going to close out this reading because it don't even make no point. I don't feel like Spirit wants me to talk about other people. With light attributes, the objective is, so here is the homework for all of us. And I'm going to stay my ass in the dark for 2 days and cleanse, Lord knows. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. That's what Spirit wants everyone to do. Everyone within the Taurus collective. Transform that pain into healing and put yourself first before trying to heal the rest of the world, and light work them and all that other shit. It's time to reflect. Time to reflect. Take time to reflect on this journey. How you got here. how you got to this point. How is why is the same cycle repeating itself? Why aren't you able to, align? It's about alignment. Why aren't you able to align to new supportive connections and relationships? And what belief systems are preventing this energy from coming through? Taurus, this has been the Taurus show for this Friday. I'm sending y'all lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Bye, Taurus.